way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Showgun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Showgun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my... Man, look, Showgun Unlimited, man. Press play and get... Man, come on, press play, press play.
Hey, what's happening? We back in here like we left our wallet and keys, man.
Yes, sir. What it do?
Yeah. We back. And we back. And we back. We back. We back. What's happening, man?
Man, sitting up here stuff in my face, man.
What you eating today?
What's this? Bugger. I don't even know how to pronounce this shit. Bubba Cool.
Uh-oh.
Bubba Cool burritos. Bubba Cool burritos.
What did you say it again? Say it one more time.
Bubba Cool.
Hey man, I'm not ready for you. Hey man, look, bro. Hey, wait, one more time, man.
Bubba. You trying to make some sense, right? You know what? Fuck that. Y'all want to be petty. I'm about to ask them how they pronounce this shit.
Barbacoa, man.
Excuse me, my good sir. How do you pronounce the name? Is it Bubba Cool?
Bubbles.
Booba Cool.
Yeah, Bubba.
Okay, it's Booba Cool.
Oh,
I was saying it wrong. It's Booba Cool.
Okay.
Booba Cool's burritos.
Burritos.
Yeah. Got that fried cauliflower, you know.
Oh, okay.
And Berea quesadillo. Quesadilla. What you know about that Berea quesadilla?
God, no, boy, what you got there, man? God,
you got me some shit right here, man. Let me tell you.
What is it called? A Bubba what?
Bubba Boot. Bubba.
God, dog, man, it's a burrito.
You call him Bubba. Bubba got the burrito. I know Bubba. That's my cousin.
Yeah. Golly, man. That's a Mexican joint?
Yes and no.
Mm.
It's kind of Mexican, but then it's like
Caribbean too.
East Indians that run it, but then it's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, some DC stuff.
This ain't no DC stuff. I don't know what this is.
Oh man,
it's something different.
Is it okay? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
What kind of meat does it have in it?
They have your normal. You can get chicken, beef. You get the Berea meat, the Berea beef, pork. What else they got? I hear that here. But yeah, it's no variety, different type of stuff. But it is like a Tex-Mex kind of vibe to it. But it's good. Yeah. But yeah, man.
If I am correct, I might be wrong. But the burrito was made right here in Texas, and it is a Tex-Mex dish.
It is. I got into an argument with it. Where was she from? She was from Honduras.
Mm-hmm.
And she put me on that. I was like, you don't know what the hell you talking about. I said, you barely speak English. Are you so ignorant? Tell me why you so ignorant. You just say anything. I'm like, damn, I'm just fucking with your emotional ass. But no, I looked it up. She was right.
Yeah.
She was right.
Yeah, man. When you start getting in them cultures' face, man, you better get it right, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You better get, especially you on food and they get mad, man. You might as well walk out. Come back the next day and apologize and order it correctly.
Yep. But I like that. I like learning new cultures and just different,
Yeah.
different cultures, different languages, learning new things, you know what I'm saying? Trying different foods.
Yeah, man. I didn't, huh?
No, I was about to say you live long enough, man. You get tired of eating fried chicken and French fries, you know what I'm saying? Them chicken boxes ain't hitting, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What you call it? I didn't try sushi until I went with like a real Japanese woman. My homeboy, he was dating a Japanese woman. I'm talking about straight from Japan. And they had been dating for a while, and I spoke to him. I said, man, he was speaking about sushi. I was like, man, I never tried sushi. I want to try sushi, but I don't want to try it unless I have somebody to really show me what I'm trying. And I ain't want to go in and try the American style sushi and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to try the closest thing to authentic I could. So she took us to this restaurant and we sat there and we went through damn near, man, I would say the majority of dishes on the entire menu. But she talked to them and they would just give us little small samples and stuff like that at each one. And I learned what I liked, what I didn't like. She explained it to me in full detail and all of that. And it's way better than going to the grocery store or the gas station and just grabbing some sushi for the first time and letting that be your experience. So when it comes to certain food, man, I'm real reserved and I would rather wait for the most authentic experience to try it for the first time. And I think that means everything. Because if you sitting there and you ain't never had a real Philly cheesesteak sandwich from Philadelphia in the city, when you start going to these other places and you try Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, you like, how? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it is a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. How is it a Philly cheesesteak sandwich in Texas? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a cheesesteak. Call it a cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying? If you Philly, it's a Philly cheesesteak. I understand. I know, what they taste like. I've had them in all different, from, all different spots and stuff in the city, man. So I know, and man, so it's not Penn Station, it's Charlie's. So Charlie's is a Philly cheesesteak sandwich spot, right?
Right.
You know where Charlie's is based out of? You know where their home base is?
Are you talking about Charlie C's?
Yeah.
I know y'all had them down there. Nah, where they based out of?
Ohio. Colorado. I mean, yeah, Ohio. I forgot what city. It's either Cleveland or something like that, but it's based out of Ohio. But they're based off of Philly cheesesteaks. How does that, you know what I'm saying? So, when it comes down to it, I would rather try the most authentic that you can try. If you really in the barbecue, then there's certain regions and sections in the city in the nation that you would definitely want to go to try the barbecue in its most authentic form. Like Tennessee, you would definitely want to go to Memphis in May. You know what I'm saying? And Tennessee is going max in pulled pork. They kill it in pulled pork, mainly from Tennessee and working your way down. And in the Midwest, you want some rib tips. That's the place to get it from. Rib tips was created in Illinois. You know what I'm saying? In Illinois. So, not saying that you go get the best rib tips in the world or whatnot, but if you want the most authentic type of deal, you want to get the rib tips from the Midwest. Same thing with you know what I'm saying? Kansas City. You want to try Kansas City barbecue. It's different than Texas barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You go to Georgia and the Carolinas, they big from all that whole region, top of Florida and all that, they big on pulled pork. They'll smoke a whole pig. So, you know, you might get some people that do it out here, but you ain't gonna get that authentic experience like you would out there. You know, yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I thought they were.
And I agree with you, like, because you might have, like, for instance, it's stuff that I had for like sushi. First time I had sushi, that shit was disgusting.
Yeah. And you probably
it was
thought,
some
I
old,
never want it again.
Right. I was like, man, I'll never eat that shit again. It's raw fucking fresh and that. But it wasn't the actual sushi that I didn't like. It was that the shit was old as fuck.
It was old, it wasn't fresh.
Right.
Like, that's a horrible experience. And it's the same thing in life, you know, with a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised. Like, imagine your first real experience with a girl is maybe when you're older. You know, you never really had an experience with a girl. Let's say that you really get in a serious relationship around 17, 18, right? When you get to the point of leaving the house and things are getting serious, and it go south bad. You probably be, you know what I'm saying? That is a horrible experience to carry on, you know, for your first experience, you know, and stuff like that matter. Like, you know, all types of stuff, man. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I agree. So, yesterday we talked about a lot. Reviewed the series. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
And been a lot going on in the media. I did want to touch on a little bit on the Tory Lanez situation. If you haven't heard, but for those who don't know or haven't heard, he was the other day. He was assaulted in prison.
Yeah.
He locked up, I think, in I don't know if he's in the county. Is he in the state? I know he in LA.
I think he in don't get me lying, I want to say he in the feds. I think he in the feds. We'll continue.
I don't know if he in state or federal. I can't remember, but either way, he's incarcerated. And he was assaulted, you know. He got poked out. And he's in stable condition, you know, he's doing all right. You ain't gonna eat that shit. You gonna throw that in the trash. What you gonna do with that? I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. I'm gonna waste that food. I'm gonna eat it. Better clean that plate. Like I was saying, he was assaulted in jail, and me personally, I think it's deeper than rap. That whole situation. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but
so
it's politics involved. It's politics with everything.
Yeah.
But
so, okay, Megan Thee Stallion. Right? Okay, Stallion is a male horse.
man, speak on it, brother.
Yeah. But anyway, I was just thinking about it, but it ain't just her. There's a couple of other people that got the name Stallion, women. But all right, she's backed by Rockefeller. Okay, and then you have Perez. Perez, if I'm correct, y'all can fact check me on this. She already did time in the Fed. She took a big hit for conspiracy and some more stuff, right? Racketeering and a whole bunch of other stuff. What does this have to do with Tory Lanez and the whole nine? Well, she is the agenda pusher. She is the cleanup artiste. you know what I'm saying? That's her job. So when that whole situation happened, um, you know, for whatever reason, it was more than just uh them getting into it. It was more to it behind it. Don't get me lying. I don't know. Y'all have to do your research. I'm not gonna go into it, but it was more to it, like you say, political and the whole nine driven. Now, I want to pause it right there for just a second and let's dive into Perez just a little bit. She has a daughter. Her daughter is married to a black man. She doesn't approve of the relationship that her daughter has with the black man. So let's go into detail on what she has done. She has called the police on her daughter's boyfriend. She's tried to separate her daughter, from her husband, from her daughter's husband. I'm talking about, it's like some straight unbelievable movie stuff. She's hired a doctor and put her in a psych ward, trying to separate her from her husband. Um, she's pulled all the strings. She's, had the police involved in all of this, and she's all done it from a legal way. Just imagine you being sane and everything. You leave in the grocery store in the parking lot, and then a doctor comes up to you and starts asking you questions, and then says you're not mentally right, and tries to take you to a psych ward with the police backing them, all behind Perez. Now, if she's capable, and this is proven. Now, if she's capable of pulling this off with her own daughter, what do you think she's capable of pulling off with Tory Lanez? Now, making somebody take the fall in that form and fashion, you have to look at the case, and you have to look at the case in detail. They did DNA testing. The DNA testing did not come back to Tory Lanez, but they still charged Tory Lanez. They tested for gunpowder, and the manner that in the direction that the gun was shot, there wasn't any direct residue on Tory Lanez. How do you get locked up? How does the court system just make you guilty? And all the evidence is proving you not guilty. We can't say necessarily innocent, but you can say that you have, in the court of law, supposedly you have to be guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Now, you can't say that he innocent all the way. You can't prove 100% prove, because all that stuff could be blurry, but you can definitely prove that he is not guilty. Because he has to be guilty beyond reasonable doubt. How does all of these things play a part? How does the doctor reports and all of that get looked over? These things don't happen on a regular basis. So, yeah. Yes, sir.
No, I agree. Yeah. I agree. So this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Jay-Z says, politics as usual, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you want to know who's doing what and what reason they're doing it for. Just follow the money.
Yeah.
Just follow the money. So this is my thing. Tory Lanez single-handedly has blew the final nail in the coffin for the music industry, right?
Yeah, he damn near a martyr.
He is. Even if he didn't want to be, they made him one.
Yeah.
So,
man, I know he got hit. My bad. I know he got hit 14 times with a shank. I ain't get to see what the shank look like, man. But I hope he able to fully function. Coming back.
Yeah.
Because whether you like him or whether you don't, to be put in a situation like that, and then get hit up and you innocent. Oh man, the only thing that I would love to see is him get out and man put her under, man. I'm not talking about like physically like erasing. I'm talking about like sue her for everything she got. I want her working at McDonald's, like I want her on the side of the street. Man, like bro, like man, what? Man, I would want her. I want her to do everything except for off herself, man.
But I'm happy you said that, because this is the thing. Everybody crucified that man. Had no proof. Yeah. No proof, no evidence, nothing. Right?
Yeah.
They painted the narrative. People took it and ran with it. Why? Because it was male on female, right? You had rappers, you had Bun B and all these other goofy ass niggas that get speaking on this shit and don't even know what they talking about.
During the Me Too era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, time out. And speaking of, okay, let's go back to the 90s. We can go back to the 70s when they started doing their drug sweeps, man. You know what I'm saying? In the 60s and 70s, it was the drug lord era. You know what I'm saying? And most drug lords had their hands in heroin. And when they did their big sweep, you started noticing they started taking not just the drug lords off of the street, anybody in power of color, they were taken off the street. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Huey Newton. You know what I'm saying? It was all these targets. Now, and then you go into the 80s, and then you start looking at all the people that they started taking off of the street and doing that when they started doing their when they were doing their sweeps. Yeah. And okay, now you fast forward up to the 90s, late 2000s when they started doing their sweep. Think about the familiar faces that you would see them taking off the street. Mm-hmm. Now we in the Me Too era, and we're going into that the whole deal, with the lopsided thing when it comes. Mm-hmm. It has always been like that, but it's just highlighted. It's just magnified now. Now look at the faces that they take it. You got R. Kelly. I'm not saying, like, you know what I'm saying? They innocent, right? I'm just saying, look at how they doing it. Put the people who have position in power. You got R. Kelly. You got Bill Cosby. They shooting for everybody of power. I'm talking about anybody of power. Start thinking about the music. You talking about P. Diddy. They shooting at Jay-Z.
They're not doing any, and I'm not. All these men are horrible men. Don't get me wrong. These are not honorable men.
But these are men that have the
resource. Hold on, they have resources.
They have the resources and power, and they made it when it counted. Where like where their name holds weight. Like most people that make it today, their name doesn't hold weight. They might make it financially and so on and so forth, but it will never hold weight like they did before. Bill Cosby, if you say Bill Cosby name, his name is a household name, and it's not too much you can say bad about Bill Cosby from an entertainment perspective, from just looking at him as a whole role model, at least to the public before social media. Period. Right. There's not one thing you can say about it. But then when he tries to go and buy CBS, NBC.
You
know what I'm saying? I mean NBC. And then when you know what I'm saying, then you start like you look at Kanye and you look at Kanye. Yes, Kanye is throwed off. But if you ever read the book Russell Simmons Do You, and you see the stress and struggle that Russell Simmons went through in the process of building Fat Form, it's enough to make you lose your mind. So when they started going against him and he tried to change the system, like I talk to you, bro, we chop it up all the time. When I was telling you, man, hey man, let's make these shoes. You was like, now hold on now. If you get into the shoe game, you talking political. It ain't about just products, it's political. They're not gonna let you know what I'm saying. It's not happening the way that you had, like you wanted. And these things, when you start breaking into these industries, you got to think about these people in the place in a position that they have with them out.
Hold on, and not just
let me finish this real quick, because in the position that they at, and then you start talking about the digital era. You start talking about selling music online, the pennies that you get for the whole line and everything. With them out the way, with Jay-Z out the way. Remember, Jay-Z was the one who had his first foothold as far as the community per se in the digital, getting his hand into the digital what you call it, views and all that stuff. If you knock them out the way, there is nobody that has. This is all ours now. We already took the game from the artists. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna be able to make what they make. Now we knock them out the way. Let's move in AI. We don't need y'all no more, or your influence. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But go ahead. Yep. Say Red Fox and Sammy Davis. Yep. Yeah, but go ahead, Mr. CEO.
I forgot the hell I was about to say.
Oh man, I done messed it up, man. Hey, but if I'm talking,
no, who you talking? Oh, Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
So I'm just using him as an example because he's just the current topic right now. But we like you just named like 4 or 5 or 6 different. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same play. They run the same play, and it's like so when it's like when. Are we gonna wake up to see the shit for what it really is? Not what they tell us it is, but what it really is.
Yeah.
Why is it that you got? It's okay for us to get money when they get money with us, or they making money off of us, so they getting a percentage, right? Yeah. Why is it okay to do? We can do whatever we want, right? They can molest little children. They can commit murder. They can do with all the disgusting and most vile shit that you think is inhumane shit that you want to do. They don't give a fuck. You can get away because all I'm into it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like once you get the.
But hold on, this is my thing. Yeah. The special treatment that they get is out the window when you don't do what I want you to do. When you try to step outside, that's why Diddy in jail right now.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you was bigger than your britches, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we had to check your bitch ass.
Political party. You try to start a political party. And that's where it started to go down. Like, we'll let you get away with all this stuff. Everything.
I ain't want to say it. Lone Wolf said it for me. I ain't just read the comments. I ain't want to say it. Lone Wolf said it for me.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And those operations have been going on since the 40s, 50s?
But that's what I'm saying. So look, you know what I'm saying? Like think about all these industries and everything. We built the hip hop R&B industry. Where is it now and whose hands is it in? You see what I'm saying? The people that have the most influence. Let's think about Jay-Z and Beyonce. They make moves that influence the president's decision. Whether you like it or not, or whatever the case may be, they make moves that influence the president. And I'm talking about by them making a financial move, doing this for this company, or whatever the case may be. They are in that position of power. Kanye and Kim. Kim was sitting in the president's office. Not one occasion, multiple occasions. Mm-hmm. We already talked about this before, and this means something. And you see it. I'm trying to stress it. Look, okay, Bill Cosby had all the money in the world that he wanted to survive and do everything he wanted. After you have everything that you want and you can control everything you want, Kanye had all the money he needed to do whatever he wanted, when he wanted, how he wanted. R. Kelly had all the money. All these people have the money to do what they want to do in the whole nine. Once you get that and you can have everything that you want to, the money means nothing. It becomes about power.
Yep.
So what color is power? Because now you want to try to control the masses to do what you want to do. And once you step into there, you're talking about some different type of animals. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that you ain't never, ever even fathomed.
Yep.
I don't care if you got $1 billion. That mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have $1 billion worth of power. That $1 billion
hold on.
Nothing.
Huh? Elaborate on what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, look,
you're talking about that 1%, because this is the thing.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, I can have $1 billion and I can be to myself, not but pay my taxes, invest in certain small businesses and the whole nine. But as soon as I take that $1 billion and try to move it in a position of power, boy, try it. I mean, I'm saying to try it like everybody got $1 billion laying around, but I'm just saying for real though, and you can see it in real time. Bill Cosby didn't have any problems, whatever he was doing behind closed doors until he tried to get in a position of power.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not about the money, because once you have X amount of money, you can buy anything you want. You can go anywhere you want. If you want, and you can buy people, believe it or not, because people want money and they buy into stuff. You can give somebody some money and they'll do what you want them to do.
But think about this,
that's addicting to people, huh?
You're right, but this is the thing.
What's up?
We out here giving our time, our energy for Federal Reserve notes, and they print this shit off a printer.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, because it's not about the money. It's about
it's about the control, the power,
the narrative. It's about that. I tell you what, have $1 billion and try to start a news company. Have $1 billion and try to start a news company and get into the media. See what happens. Because you push it, because now you have to follow a narrative. If you don't follow the narrative that's going on, man, look, you on the list. You are on a list. So a lot of us get money, or you see a lot of celebrities and so on and so forth. You see get money, their career is fine. They doing all types of legal stuff. They having the ball. They doing whatever they want to do. But as soon as they start pushing for power, as soon as it's not even about having a voice heard, you can go and say some things and you can get crucified and so on and so forth. That's fine. They might try to cancel you like that, but you can come back, try and get a position of power.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yeah, that's part of it, man. Dr. Diddy was trying to take Ciroc over and become, but the thing was, well, okay, so that was part of the issue, because so Diddy was the one who invested in Ciroc. He was not the creator of Ciroc. He invested in Ciroc with a group of people, and he put in the majority of the work. They made him the face of Ciroc. And this is going to show you how they use you. So he became the face of Ciroc. He started hollering Ciroc. Yeah, I'm sure all of y'all remember Puff. Puff was pushing that bad boy, songs with Ciroc. Everybody, all his artists, if they did a song, they had Ciroc in it. This is an advertising. If y'all don't know about business, forget the profit. Forget the profit. It's about advertising. Yep. Think about the Super Bowl. Think about all this. Nothing means nothing without advertising. I could take a dump in a bag and call it organic, and if I advertise it right, it's gonna sell.
Yep.
So the thing is, man, when it comes down to that, that's what, you know what I'm saying. Like, man, But he say, I don't expect average person to know how to fight unconventional warfare from the government. By the time they know it's a fight, it's too late, without a doubt. And that's what I'm saying. So you get in a position of power, and then all of a sudden, or not a power, you get money, and then all of a sudden you try to get in a position of power. You want to push something. You know what? I've always wanted to get into politics, man. But you know what? I think it's bigger for me. Let me go ahead and start this. You know what I'm saying? Start this political party. You got a problem. But back to Puff. So when Puff did all that stuff, man, I had a brain fart. So when Puff did all that stuff, the advertising and everything, he was expecting to get his cut. Right. His cut was supposed to be well over $1 billion. And they was like, you know what? Nah, we ain't gonna do it like that. You really not one of us. You know what I'm saying? You just an artist, and Puff, and they did him like Puff does his artists. Right. They did him exactly like Puff does his artists. Mm-hmm. And Puff was like, you know what? I ain't feeling it. That's when he started kicking up dust. That's when he started saying, you know what? These businesses is taking over it from a court. He was right. They taking over and they doing it from a monopoly standpoint, and they closing the door. We can't get in. I'm going to start a political party, and we going to start. Man, what you doing? You're not doing that. We've been letting you make it this whole time. You right? What? Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying?
He threw a tantrum and they pulled his pants down and spiked his butt. That's all it was. Yep. That's all it was.
Yep.
Because he don't run shit, but his mouth. But to the average nigga, it looks as if that he has some sort of power or influence, and he don't. The only power and influence he has is what we give him.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got power and influence. He got all the power and influence that they give him to have.
Hold on. No, hold on. Hear me out.
They do.
Hear me out. They can't give him shit. We give him the power and influence. If we don't entertain it,
I
nigga, he don't
definitely
exist.
understand that. I understand that, but there is also a narrative being pushed. You have backing. You have people opening doors and shutting doors. They make sure that these doors are closed, but every door you walk through is open. Why? Because we need you to be the face. You gonna do what we want you to do. We're gonna put you in the position. You got money. Just do what we say when we say it. Oh, you getting money and you feeling yourself now. Okay, you got your own island too. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I see that. That's cool. Well, let me tell you what. You since you acting up, I'll tell you what. This a rock thing. Nah, you ain't. I'm gonna show you. You not one of us. You not. You thought, but you not. Yeah. Now it's a problem.
You ain't at the table. You're in the room, so you think. Yeah.
You are our boy. You are our slave. You are. You know what I'm saying? You
our mascot.
Man, that's what you are, the mascot. Not the slave or boy, you the mascot. That's what you are. And that's all you will ever be. You'll never be able to sit at these table like us. Yeah, you a gatekeeper yourself too. But you got limitations. You stay over there with that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, but he could. Why would you let him sit at your table? He's a traitor. He's the nigga. He's the nigga. I'm a perspective. You remember the movie 300?
Who you talking about, Puff?
Puffy, remember the movie 300?
Because, bro, this is the reason why. I don't care who's sitting at the top. And this is why the Japanese call us the sleeping giant.
Yep.
This is why the Japanese call us the sleeping giant. Because in America, from the beginning till now, you have to go through us at some point in time. At some point in time, you have to go through us. You want to sell drugs? You want to bring your drugs from across the country or across the nation and the whole nine? That's fine. You got metric tons or whatever the case may be. You can't go sell that. You can't go sell it in the white neighborhood. You can't go sell it in these upper neighborhoods. You got to go to the hood, and the only way to go to the hood, you got to deal with one of us. When the recession hit, you know what I'm saying? In 2007, when the recession hit, it was drug money that brought the nation back up in the thing. And I'm not highlighting or doing anything about drugs or anything like that. But when it comes down to the majority of things legal and illegal, at the end of the day, most of it has to go through us. So you need one of us when it comes to getting the black vote. You need one of us when it comes to promoting your McDonald's commercials. You need, because who else is going to buy McDonald's in the hood? You need one of us when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? You need our face. And that's for a lot of stuff, bro. It's
for everything. Everything.
That's what I'm saying. You have to go through us. And we are the sleeping giant. Point blank. So when you start talking about Puffy, why would they have him around? They need him around. They need somebody like him around. We can't get it. You think one of them, don't get it twisted. They running the show, but you think one of the J people is going to be out there trying to do what Puff do? Messing, you know what I'm saying? Having the whole Jewish community looking at them crazy. No, they sitting in the background and you be the face and the mascot and do what I say. I'll let you loose, but don't go against the grain.
Yep. But that's what it's coming to, bro. It's like, they getting they nigga wake up call. That's what my father used to say. You thinking you better because that's the COINTELPRO operations. It's what you call it, social engineering. It's mind games. They playing it's psychology because I'm giving you enough to make you think that you're superior, you're better than your peers, but no man could ever rise above his nation.
Yeah.
No man. It's not possible. You can never rise above your nation. So if you think that you're better than your people, you're gonna be humbled eventually. Because the people that's giving you that false narrative, they're only doing it because it's benefiting them. When it doesn't benefit them, then they're gonna pull the wool back from over your eyes. You're gonna see the truth from it. Your feelings gonna be hurt. Yeah.
Man, Toyo said, I think it was yesterday, he asked a question about what happens when a pawn becomes a king or a queen. I would want to say a queen because you can't have two kings. It would have to be a queen, position of power. And a lot of us, if you play chess, then you would kind of get the the you know where I'm going with this.
I know where you're
So,
going.
all right, so check this out. I used to play for pieces as a kid. Me and my mother taught each other how to play chess. We got a book together and we started reading and playing each other in chess. And you know, as a kid, you playing checkers with chess. You trying to take the pieces off the board. You know, if I see less pieces on the board, then I know I'm gonna win. I know I can take advantage of it.
Right.
And you know, as I got older and I started getting around some good mentors with it or whatnot, you learn your first move, and every move after that should be to put the person in checkmate. So when I move my first pawn, my knight, or whatever I decide to put my hand on to move, which you know, is to put you in checkmate. My whole focus from the beginning is to put you in checkmate.
Right.
You'll be playing somebody, and there's still you can read people, you can know their intentions and know the way that they move, and you can see, you know, some people, it's written all over their face. They can't hide what they're doing, and it's more than anything. Oh man, is that my partner Jared? Man, hey, that's my bro Jared Thompson. Man, what's happening, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we've been through a lot together, boy. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So like, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, look, that's what I'm saying.
You was talking about the pawns
okay,
and the kings and queens and the rooks.
Oh yeah,
and the
yeah.
knights.
So check this out. So look. So you you know, and you can see it written all over their face, man. And so I can have a king. I mean, my king, a pawn, and a bishop, and you could have X amount of pieces on the board, and I'm in a position to get you in checkmate with what I have. I'm focused on the checkmate, and a lot of folks are focused on that power. I want to get down to the other board so I can have two queens on the board, or get my queen back, or this and that, and then focus on trying to get these pieces of power instead of focusing on the checkmate. And that's a lot of things, man. When you start talking about power is, man, it's crazy, bro. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Nah, it really is that, bro. And I wanted to touch on with hold on, my phone, I got it clear. I'm trying to see who said Lone Wolf. He said no, before Lone Wolf, who was it? Hold on.
Hey, Jared, congrats on that 6 months sober, bro. I'll be watching, man. Love you, man. Love you, bro. You know, we done been through it.
Tony said, what did he say? My damn screen. I'm at the sun. It said, at what point do we wake up and accept who are, I can't say who or what they are. Tony, at the point, it ain't no we. That's an individual realization.
Yeah.
Once you become competent enough, you do the work to learn what you need to learn, to have a understanding of what's really going on, why it's going on, and what you need to do to not get caught up with it. That's for you.
Yeah.
That's for you. You put the work in. So that's why you have that peace of mind. Everybody else is dumb as shit. They don't want to do the work. So they're going to get what they get.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Nah, that's for real, man. Yeah. Man. Hey, Jared, you got some new music coming out, bro? My partner be doing it big, man. Yeah, man, that was a surprise, man. I gotta get back out to the loop, man, and see what it do.
Yeah, man, it's this really, bro. That's why I can't say too much. We don't lie, but like it's our time, bro.
Yeah.
And when I say it's our time, meaning us, our people, it's our time. It's our time. It's our time. This shit is wide open. Everything, every market, every industry is wide the fuck open. Ain't no more gatekeeping. Ain't no more monopolies. This shit is wide open, bro.
Yeah.
They trying to keep the narrative, and but this is the thing. It's always been wide open.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason that we hear me out. The only reason that we were that it seemed as if, or we had the illusion of being, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, all right. For example, I understood when Kanye said we being a slave was a choice. I understood exactly what the fuck he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was speaking in code. He didn't literally mean being a slave is a choice. That's not what he was saying. What he's saying is that you are a mental slave. Slavery is not real in the aspect of we ain't physically in chains.
Yeah.
It's mental slavery. So that's what when he says slavery is a choice, it is. Because you choose to think that, oh, if this white man don't let me do this and I can't do it, or this, but bro, it's nobody stopping you. There's no white man, blue man, green man. There's no man that has ever stopped me from doing any fucking thing that I want to do. The only man that has ever stopped me from doing anything was me.
Yep. Yeah. It ain't even, I look at it as your arch nemesis, man.
That's your biggest enemy. It's you. The motherfucker with you. I'm staring at the man in the mirror. He tried to tell us. Prince tried to tell us. Everybody, they been sending a little message because they can't just come out and say it because they're going to kill him. They end up killing him anyway, but I'm just saying, they try to throw little hints and shit out there, but niggas don't be catching on.
Yeah. I mean, don't get it twisted, man. Like, some of these boys out here acting dumb and doing dumb stuff. But when you look at it as a whole, man, bro, you start looking at Lil Durk, you start looking at all of these boys getting cased up. Yeah, they doing dumb stuff, but you look, it's in waves. Mm-hmm. It's in waves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is everybody who has the most influence in the culture. Yep. All around. You go to the trap side, go to the what they call it, the drill side, go to the conscious side. It's the same shit. They got somebody of power, of position in a jam.
Same shit.
Man, they doing a sweep. And
they are. It's over.
They
all this sex trafficking shit.
Yeah.
All this shit, bro. It's over. It's over. Yep. It's over. Everybody on the run. All these motherfuckers on the run.
Mm-hmm. And if anybody know how the feds move, you know when the feds will sit down and let that stuff build up and build up and build up and build up. And then they'll just be like, well, we ain't even got to get everybody. We'll just get him. This will trickle down to him, and then they'll trickle to him. Oh, we didn't know this was going on. He just upped this and that. Yeah, come on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the last piece. Hey, he did the work for us.
Hey, man, I didn't even know they were doing that over there, man.
Real shit, bro. You know like I was thinking about being a cop. Y'all can judge me all you want. These niggas so stupid. I was like, man, it's easy.
Man,
it's easy now.
Hey man, I got two good stories I can tell y'all, boy.
How you doing? Real can stuff. I get 3 Black and Mild Casinos plastic? Yeah, man. It's like that because with social media, with the internet, right? They can literally they have they make dummy accounts, right? Yeah. And they can go in there, they can follow your page, they see what you posting, they can see you know, they can see all your content, you know, they can watch your lives. And so they building their case right off of your page.
Yeah.
Right off of your page. That's what I said. Because they know we.
I keep saying, man, loose lips.
They got cameras everywhere. You got everybody got the Ring cameras. You don't even have to have loose lips no more.
Yeah, I'm talking about I think one of the probably the easiest jobs as a law will be social media law. You ain't got to do nothing but enjoy videos all day. Them boys telling on each other, man, beefing with each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Where you at? I'm about to pull up.
Bro, they shooting each other on live. They popping each other on. First of all, I said this the first video we ever did, bro, on this channel, bro. Me, you and Dre, when I did the interview on y'all. Exactly what I said. I said these niggas is weird to me. This is how I knew I was getting old. Because I said these young niggas be FaceTiming each other. I never been into it with a nigga ever in my fucking life and had that nigga number.
Mm-hmm. Be walking around with the fanny pack strapped up, pull out the fanny pack, pop your ass. Excuse me, got me cussing, man. pop
They
your
ain't gonna
nigga
pull it
like,
out the fanny. They gonna shoot you
yeah,
right in your fanny through the fanny.
and did.
And
You know what I'm
did.
saying? And did.
With my bonnet, bitch, and did.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I said, I can't, bro. I'm going to the off. When this shit finish burning down, I come back and rebuild. But man, this shit it's over, bro. They talking about it's a warm masculinity. I was talking to somebody the other day about that. You know they got a warm masculinity. What you just got out of jail? Cause that war been over.
I was about to say,
ain't no war. That shit is done. They won. What the fuck is you talking about?
You late.
You not see the average nigga out here today? They won. The war is over.
Yeah.
When I walk, bro, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You a masculine man, so you know what I'm talking about. Bro, just my presence alone. My presence, and when I walk in rooms, motherfuckers get uncomfortable. They start shifting in their seat and shit. They get up and walk out. They sucking their teeth. Or they you know, I ain't said 2 words. I ain't done shit. All I did was exist in this space. And motherfuckers is uncomfortable. Why? Because a masculine man, being around a masculine man, I was just talking to Trent about this the other day. Being around a masculine man or a feminine woman will naturally put you back in your proper person. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you are a homosexual man or homosexual woman, or you are a masculine man, a masculine woman and a feminine man, and you're around somebody that's in a proper person, that's in line with nature, naturally you're going to start to, if you're around them long enough, you're going to start to get in alignment too. This is why I got I'm about to move all down there, but I got a coworker, right? You know, he's up the you know, he lives that alternative lifestyle. And you know, you'll be around him like, you know, on break or whatever, and he'll be acting like a normal guy. And it's like if he feels himself slipping back into straight, you know, he feels himself being too masculine, he'll do or say some wild ass shit to just, you know, to go back into the character. Yeah. Because that's all it is a character. You're pretending to be something that you're not. So when you're around real masculinity, it's going to cause you to naturally go into your proper person. And when you catch yourself slipping out of the character, y'all, wait a minute, now because I'm Andy, that's when all that shit come out. Same thing with women. When I'm around masculine women, they naturally go back to their feminine state. Legs crossing, they giggling, and you know, all that rough talk go out the window. They talk, it's because it's natural. Same thing with a woman. You can have a room full of gangsta ass thugs, but let a feminine woman walk in that fucking room. Them niggas gonna straighten their shit up. Yeah. Am I lying?
For the most part, you always got that one. Yeah.
But even he gonna straighten this shit up because once he realizes his bullshit don't get to her. Yeah. And when she just dismisses his ass, and that, I'm telling you, bro, true femininity and true masculinity, bro, you can't beat that. Yeah. Because it's natural. How can something unnatural beat what's natural? The fake or the copy can never supersede the original. And that's what's going on, bro. All the fake shit is over. It's over. It's to the point now, bro. I watch movie trailers. I watch the news. Like I only watch TV like that. But I'm in certain rooms, certain places. I'm going around certain people. They may be watching TV, or you know, you may be waiting in line somewhere. They got the the radio on, or the TV playing in the in the waiting room or whatever. And I'm just looking. I'm like, bro, it's to the point now. All this shit is so fake. It's like you can't even if you wanted to be tricked and for the magic to work on you, it don't. Yeah. It don't, because it's like, what the fuck is it? Like you just see everything for what it is now. If you have done the work, and see that's the thing, you got a lot of people who are still blind, bro. They'll never get it. They're going down with the ship. Those are the ones that's going down with the ship. Yeah. Because they don't see, they're ignoring the water that's up to their neck. And they in the hull of this motherfucking ship. They know this bitch sinking. Where is this water coming from? We're supposed to be outside of the ship, not on the fucking ship. We supposed to be floating on water, not swimming in it. But instead of getting off that motherfucking getting to shore like everybody else, you just gonna stay in the hull of that motherfucking shit and drown. The water will go away eventually. It's like, okay, well you had fun. Good luck with that. I'm out of here. and then be mad at you because you over there on the shore. Well, why didn't anyone tell me? It's like, what are you doing? It's like, motherfuckers trying to tell your dumb ass. I've been telling that, bro, 10 plus years. I've been trying to wake motherfuckers up, but I was crazy. I was a conspiracy theorist. I was all types of shit, right? Everything but right and accurate. But now all the shit that I was saying years ago is starting to come to fruition. Now everybody want to call me and you know, trying to hit me on social media. No, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I told y'all niggas I was Noah. I told y'all over a decade ago. Y'all niggas late. I gave y'all, but y'all didn't believe it. Y'all didn't want to hear it. Now that your competency level is to a point to where you can understand what I was the information I was giving you. Now you scared. Now you want to do something. It's too late. It's too late. The window of opportunity closed. It ain't opening back up. So the ones who, if right now, if you ain't got to be in position right now, right? But if you mentally you're in position, you good. Anything physical, tangible, you can get that ain't shit as long as your mind is right. But if you ain't got your mind right in 2025, bro, you fuck. You fuck. But they say you stubble for the fire. I mean, kindle. You kindle for the fucking fire, bro. Like, right. It's over. It's over. But motherfuckers like Tory is about to, like, his career is about to be, oh man.
Who?
His music is about to change, I can tell you that much. Yeah, his music is about, even the music that he's putting out now, already in jail, I see the difference in it. You know what I'm saying? The shit he's talking about, the things that he probably coveted and I fuck with him hard. Yeah. I fuck with Tory hard.
Yeah, but it's like Tory Lanez. I can only take so much of Tory Lanez, man. And I pull it for him. I fool with him. I do all that, but I can't listen to his music too much. Yeah, Tory Lanez go as far as, man, his range and everything, singing, rapping, and he good at both, man. Yeah,
he versatile. That's why I like him, because he versatile.
But I can only take so much of that boy, man.
All right, Grandpa.
Like, I'm saying, like, it's certain artists that you can only take so much of. Like, I'm a Don Trip.
That's all of them, for real.
I fool with Don. Nah, some of you, I fool with Don Trip. But you can only listen to Don Trip so much. Like, I'm talking about his bars, and he be hidden. But, like, it's just so, it's the same tone, sameness. It's kind of like, after a while,
Yep.
Tory Lanez kind of like that to me too. Like, he definitely talented, but I can't like, man, it wouldn't be something I rock all summer. Like when we were growing up and stuff like that, you had, like, I don't know, that Nas Illmatic or that Ghetto Boys or you know what I'm saying, that Scarface, the Diary, or you know, Mr. Scarface, you know what I'm saying. You could jam that like the entire thing back to back to back to back.
Man, look,
but you know what I'm saying?
I can jam that right now. The Diary, you can put Diary on right now and let that ride.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Untouched, Scarface, Untouchable, man. These are things you can play.
But that's
the beginning to the
these
end.
Was real men. These was real. I don't want to say the N-word, but these was real men. Yeah. Real men that were going through real life situations. That you know what they ain't in it for the fortune and fame. They trying to feed their family. They trying to make a couple dollars. They trying to get the fuck up out their situation. Yeah. And they not swayed, and they you can't. These the men that ain't gonna fold. They not bending over for you.
Hey, yeah.
I mean that physically, mentally. They not literally, and you know, like they not bending over.
Yeah.
And that's why their careers don't take off like they should.
Tory say Tory should have been a man and checked them bras BS. Okay, Tory Lanez is 5 foot nothing, weighing 100 and nothing. Megan Thee Stallion is 6 foot something, weighing a little bit of something. Man, I'm telling you, I swear they squared up.
And she ain't the average female. Her bills.
Yeah, I got her. Yeah.
I think that's a nigga anyway. I'm just keeping 100. I think that's a nigga.
I'm telling you, man, look, I got her over Tory in a fight, a straight up fight. You know what I'm saying?
I put my money
Yeah.
on her, Joe. I ain't. He Canadian too. Now I put my money on her.
So boot, boot. They say boot, boot,
Yeah. Ow.
boot. I'm about to go to the boot and go rolling. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's this shit, man. It's just a whole bunch of just ultimately all of this shit
Mm-hmm.
is distractions. Ultimately,
Yeah.
all of this shit is to distract you from what's important and what's really going on. World politics. Fuck this nigga shit. World politics. What is going on in the world? Because that's what matters. Because that's what's going to affect you directly and personally. I don't give a fuck about
Mm-hmm.
who Nicki Minaj, who dick she's sucking or who she's sneaking around. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about Nicki. I don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers. They ain't doing nothing for me, my people. Nothing. They ain't even helping their own people.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't helping their own families. The children, they fucked up. They families fucked up. They not doing shit for, which some of them you can't do shit for. I get that. But I'm saying the ones that are trying to, make it or got a business or they trying to do their thing and you could, you know, drop something on them and they can scale their shit to the next level and just be out of here. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do that. Why? Because you want it to be all about you. You
Yeah.
want to be the show. You want to be in the limelight. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be that one in the family. Yeah, I'm the one that did, this, that, and that. But it's like, but what are you doing with it? What are you doing with it?
Uh-huh.
You just destroying yourself. Most of them, that's all they do is destroy themselves. You're getting surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You got you insecurities and shit. You getting surgeries and all this shit. You blowing money. You buying Birkin bags and all this stuff. Like just dumb shit.
Well.
Dumb shit. All this jewelry. Moissanite, niggas talking about moissanite. Bro, that ain't nothing new. Niggas been buying moissanite diamonds, ain't no. You ain't even get, even if it ain't a moissanite, nigga, you getting crumbs. You getting dust, you getting
Mm-hmm.
shake. These niggas been buying shake. You're not even getting a whole fucking diamond. You getting shake. As I said, these foreigners been finessing us, bruh. This ain't nothing
Yeah.
new. You walk like, yeah, I got the bling, bling, bling. Shut the fuck up. These niggas is dumb.
Yeah.
I got the bling, bling. No, you got finesse. That's what the fuck you got. What's your boy down there? What's your boy down in Texas? Johnny Dang.
Yeah.
He been finessing y'all nigga. Him and the white boy. What's the boy?
I mean,
Swisher House.
look.
Uh,
Yeah.
Paul
But
Wall.
yeah, so like, look. When it comes to the jury, like I'm West Indian, we value like gold and stuff to a certain extent, people like to wear gold and stuff like that, but I never I never really understood that in the long haul, man. I understand some people like to say we come from kings and queens, whatever, and that's what it is, but where is the value at wearing your value? I just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a personal opinion. It's just
No,
how I
I
feel.
agree.
Yeah,
I
and we
agree.
got now, but you know what I'm saying? And everybody has their own life, and if you a flashy type person, hey, you know what I'm saying? That you got one life to live, man. Don't do you? But I find the majority of people that wear their value on them have less value behind them.
They don't have no
So
value. And they got
yeah,
low
so you know what I'm saying?
self-esteem.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like gold is one of the best things you can have, but it's not one of the best things to wear. It's more of an investment. You
Hold
know what I'm
on. Hold
saying?
on. Now let's get into the esoterics of it. Gold is
Yeah.
good to wear. Copper is good to wear. Why? Because
Why?
they okay, so this is gold and silver, copper, uh they're natural minerals, right?
Yes.
Diamonds had
Yes.
no value. This is how they tricked us.
Mm-hmm.
Why you all right? For instance, you older than me, so I know you remember this shit. Remember,
What?
I say like in the I say like the late '90s, early 2000s. Everywhere you look at buying gold, but gold buying, we buy gold. You give us your gold, we'll give you money for your. Why y'all want all this gold?
Yeah,
They took the
man.
gold standard away. Why? When they
Because they
brought the
can't
Federal
control
Reserve
it.
System in.
You can't
Why?
control it. You can't control the gold. You cannot control
Hold on.
gold.
This is the thing. That's real true currency.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. What is the what is the root word in currency? Current.
Mm-hmm.
What do we use if you go in your house and you open your fuse panel and you strip you take one of them wires and you strip it back? What is it? It's copper.
Yeah.
Copper wiring.
Yeah.
It's electromagnetic currency, current, energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a reason why they don't want you to have. So it's a reason why we wear rubber. They got rubber on your shoes. It's a reason they want to disconnect you from the source. We disconnected from the source, and that's why we lost. When people are like, "Oh, I need to get grounded." How do you get grounded? Literally, when you ground, like you think of a wire, you have the hot, you got the neutral, right? You got the positive and the negative, and you got the ground. What does the ground do? It grounds out the energy. So how do you get grounded? We electrical creatures, right?
Yeah.
Your heart pumps, right? Your brain, we have electricity in us.
You know what? I never thought about it like that.
I know you, but hear me out. So how do you get grounded as a person? You know how you get grounded? You got to put your feet to that soil.
No, because the way you said it, like, bro, I wasn't thinking about this. I wasn't thinking about, like, you know, the power sources and stuff like that. Like, you know, they were wearing gold in Egypt and stuff like that. And
for a reason.
that's what the hold up. You getting there? You're getting there. I'm getting there. I wouldn't think about it like that though, bro. Was not thinking about it like that,
bro. So gold can heal you.
I know. Check this out, man. Like, bro, hold up, man. You giving too much information. I ain't ready for this yet. Dang. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? God, dog, we had this conversation.
I know. I'm my bad, bro. My bad, bro.
I giving way too much, man. Like, hold on, man. You about to make my brain explode, man. God, dog. All right. So.
Oh shit.
Hey, man. Look. So check this out. In the pyramids, they have a power source, right? Like under the pyramids. And what if that power source is tied in, like you can get direct energy like sources from wearing gold around the power source. I mean, I never thought about stuff like that. Bro. Yo, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother way to look at it. See?
That's what I'm saying. It's conductive. That's why it's called currency. Federal Reserve knows it's not currency.
So what about copper then?
Copper is currency. I tried it, but my father, he used to wear copper. It helped him with his arthritis.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like we got to get back. Fuck all this new shit. This new shit don't work. All this new shit does is help them.
Yeah.
They benefit off our ignorance because we don't know who the fuck we are, where we come from. Therefore, you cannot know where the fuck you going. So you're lost. And anybody that's lost, they can be what? They can be manipulated.
Yeah, okay. So
hold on, hear me out. You what's that movie? He was like he was an asset for the government, some agency, they had like 3 or 4 movies. Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I fool with that. That's what my fake man would.
Bourne.
I got a question for you in a minute. But go ahead.
Well, let me just say that now. All right. So in that movie, right, the first one they came out with, I can't remember the actor's name, but I think it was Matt Damon. That first movie. Remember, he lost his memory. He forgot who the fuck he really was, right? I have all these abilities. I have all this knowledge, information, but how did I learn this shit? Where did it come from? Who am I? Where did I go at? He was lost. So he was able to be manipulated. That's why when you go to the military, they got to break you down because you got to stop being who you are and be who they need you to be.
Yeah. Yep.
But go ahead. You said you had a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that about the Jason Bourne thing in a minute. But Lone Wolf said traces of gold can be found in our body. I know that. I know that for a fact. But the thing is, not just traces of gold, traces of copper, traces of silver,
everything,
traces of all types of different.
We walk in periodic tables.
Well, like the whole deal is, it is metals in our fruit that we eat. It's metals in all the food that we eat.
Yep.
So if it's coming from the ground, it's a majority that it's gonna have some form of metal.
A natural currency. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then I got another one for you. All you got to do is take a magnet and go walk over a sandbox. with that magnet. You know what I'm saying? So, and you could take that. I've seen people do it. I've seen people walk over a sandbox, collect all the little metals, go back and melt it into something. Not with my own eyes. I'm talking about via YouTube and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But huh? Yeah. Don't say alchemist, man. Don't do that, man. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother. Yeah, like, look, man, you always try to do this stuff at the end, man. You know what I'm saying? You should have kicked it off with this, man. You should have kicked it off this way. You know what I'm saying? You wait to the end and then you want to drop the. Like,
it's you, man.
Alchemist, we talk about the whole hyped up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so quick question before we get out of here, because we passed time.
Yeah, we are.
All right, you got Jason Bourne. You got Mission Impossible Tom Cruise. You got what is it? The latest, not the girl, but the white James Bond, the last James Bond, you know what I'm talking about, whatever his name is. Hey man, and then you got Keanu Reeves and what's his name? What's that one with Keanu Reeves, man? Not the Matrix, but the other one where he a hitman.
Oh, John Wick.
Yeah, you got all of them. You got Jason Bourne, you got Tom Cruise, John Wick, and what you call it, 007. They in the room fighting. Who coming out? If one of them only coming out, who coming out?
And we just talking about, we ain't talking about the character. We just talking about the characters in the movies.
Yeah, we talking about the movie characters. And this ain't no right or wrong answer, man. This is just something we just, you know what I'm saying? This is opinion based.
Well, just from the narrative of just the storyline behind the characters, I would say John coming out.
John Wick.
Because out of all of them, that's his profession. They kill. They like 007. Well, Jason Bourne too.
Jason Bourne. Hey man, but I'm not going to lie, man. That 007, that boy be fighting hard too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with John because that is literally his profession. Like Jason Bourne, he's an asset for agency of the federal government. So he only kills. Yeah. He kills when he needs to. He's activated, right? Yeah. John does this shit he's for hire. He's a mercenary for hire.
Yeah. I get that, but Jason is prepared for land, sea, and air. John Wick ain't. Jason, I don't know. And I'm saying all this other stuff. They in a room together. They got nothing to do with that. But I don't know. I'm just riding with Jason, man.
I say either one. I say
hand to hand, no weapons, no nothing. I'm rocking with Jason.
Well, yeah, hey, see, you ain't say that before. Now, if you say ain't no weapon, they just in there hand to hand. Yeah, I'm going with
hand
Jason.
To hand. I think it will be between Jason and 007. Keanu Reeves wouldn't have a chance in that situation. I think it would be between them two or Tom Cruise. They both out the picture. But I think a hand to hand and they all in the same room, Royal Rumble type deal. I think Jason coming. It's gonna be either Jason or 007, one or the other.
I think Jason. Yeah, only reason I say that is because Jason went through a whole process of training that 007 ain't get. Because you got 007. That's they MI6.
Yeah, I think he put guns in all their hand. He could go anyway. I think he can go anyway, but I think hand to hand by themselves, nothing else. I think Jason coming out on top.
Yeah.
What anybody in the chat thinking? What y'all think?
Yeah, I say Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But that's pretty much it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what you think we're gonna be on tomorrow, man?
Man, tomorrow. It's gonna be a surprise. I got something for y'all tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah, I got something good for y'all tomorrow.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Hey, Man, salute to the chat. Salute, hey, salute
Salute,
to the
man.
Showgun Unlimited. These weeks is flying by now, man.
Yeah,
This stuff
facts.
is flying by. It's good, but at the same time, it's scary, man, because you can't get the time back. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So make it count. Make it count, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Uh, yeah, man. Where can they find you at?
Man, y'all already
Yeah.
know, man.
Oh
Antidonia
yeah,
Worldwide.
yeah. Yeah, but see, hey, but
Yeah.
okay. So let's do this then. Okay, hold up, real quick. You got, you said you forgot about Pootie Tang and Undercover Brother. If it came down, to Pootie Tang versus Undercover Brother, who you got? I got Undercover
Man,
Brother, man. If with
I'm
no
going with
weapons,
Pootie, man.
I'm going Undercover Brother. You talking about weapons and Pootie Tang got that belt? Ooh, wee, side of time.
Shout out
You know what I'm
Tate.
saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tony say Halle and the Malinois. I mean Malinois. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I left one out. What about Jason Stat whatever his name is, Stat whatever, you know what I'm talking about? The British dude.
Statham. Yeah, the bald head
Statham.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Throw
want
him
to
in the
fight
mix.
him, bro.
Huh?
I
You
want to fight
wanna
him, bro.
fight
It
him?
ain't too many. I want to fight him real life. Because I don't. You know how like. All right. I'm gonna say that the week be done. I don't want to get too there. I'll be dead for another hour. But like,
Break it
you know
down,
how
break it
like
down.
coming up, right? We watch action movies. You know, most all this shit fake, right? But you got some of
Yeah,
them that'll really fuck you up in real life, right?
yeah,
I don't see that nigga. Because I really think he that nigga
yeah.
in real life.
Well,
I think he
I
really
I
think, you know.
I know him, not personally, but I know him because I was really looking into him. You know what I'm saying? He had a he does like a little martial arts, but it's all movie based. So his stuff is
Yeah,
based around his stuff is based around you know, the movies or whatnot. But in his workout, there was one thing that he did that I really liked. He never does the same thing twice. So, you know, I like that, but you know, I couldn't say anything from a physical standpoint of fighting. You don't know who you ain't never seen the show King of Queens?
I may have. I don't remember right offhand.
Wow, man. Wow. You have never seen King of Queens.
I may have. I don't. I would have to see like who was on it though. But it was a TV show.
Yes, it was a TV show.
Look, hey, I
Oh,
told you, man. I
you
stopped
know,
watching TV like damn near 20 years ago, man. I saw a lot of stuff. You
it
know,
might be
I
be
might have
20
seen it. I
years
might
old.
not.
Yeah, I think it's 20 years old. You know, Everybody Loves Raymond.
I remember that name. I don't remember who was on the show, but I do remember that
Wow.
name.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. What about okay. All right, then I got one for you. Al Bundy.
Oh, that's my nigga. That's my nigga all day. I fuck with Al.
Yeah.
That's my
Hey,
nigga all day.
yeah. You want to fight Al?
I don't want to. You know why I don't want to fight Al? Because I can relate to Al. Al, I think Al will whoop my ass just off the fact that Al is married to a woman that no real shit. You know what I'm saying? He's miserable as fuck. His family
Yeah.
ain't shit. He work at a fucking shoe store and he was supposed to make it to the NFL. I don't want to fight that man.
Hey, look, and quiet as kept, man. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it like you got it like that. But he is a black belt of jiu-jitsu, and he been a black belt of jiu-jitsu back in the 80s. So, you know, quiet as kept, man. Like he won, you know, that you can't. You better be on your P's and Q's. You know, you can't just. You know what I'm saying? You find
Hold on,
yourself.
I know who he. Hold on. Tony said the big dude from the movie Hitch. Okay, I know who you talking about now. I know who you talking about.
Yeah.
Mall block, the mall cop nigga, the big white dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about him?
I remember. Okay, I know what show you talking about. He had a wife, the little masculine ass wife and shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I know what
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know nothing, they might know the wife or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but anyway, yeah. What about him?
What about him?
You fight him?
Yeah, big ass. I fight anybody. Like
I know you would. I know you would. I damn near would too. Man.
I might not win, but I fight anybody. Yeah. I don't give a fuck who it is. But
too. Yeah, you know we just.
I don't want to, but I would. Yeah. Now I told you, Statham. I want to fight that, but it's certain people I want to fight.
Let me see what Lone Wolf say. Lone Wolf say, Liam Nelson. What about him? You know,
he said he want that smoke. Look, come on, Lone Wolf.
Hey, at one point in time, he really did. I remember a situation that happened. I think it was with his wife. His wife was outside and she got strong armed by somebody, somebody else, and they were black. So he had it on. He was like, he had a whole thing. You can go look it on YouTube if you look it up. He had a thing where he was out walking the streets looking for anybody. That's a dangerous way to be, boy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're gonna walk into. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Simp shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you say Al gonna have Pam hold his beer and hit you with the old man stream. That's fact. Oh damn, my bad. So it said the link in the chat is old. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's good, so? Hold on, that's so. What's good, so?
Yeah, we supposed to be getting out of here, but let me put it in here real quick. My bad, man. Okay, then what about it was somebody else I was finna say, man. Oh man, look. Yeah, I know that's different, Lil J. That is a different one, man. Hey, so Lil J say, what about Michael J. White?
Hell nah. I would fight him if I had to, but I don't want no smoke with that nigga.
Yeah, man.
He is the truth.
Yeah.
He is the truth. Y'all, I know y'all saying, I know everybody done seen that behind the scenes footage when they was filming Blood and Bones.
Yeah.
We was teaching Kimbo and them. Yeah, I don't want no smoke. No smoke with that motherfucker. That nigga's the truth. You hear me? He said, you ever hear him tell that story when he met Shug Knight? He's like, yeah, everybody was terrified of him. He was cool with me. I ain't had no problem. Yeah, you ain't had no problem with him. Shug get around. He done heard about it. Yeah, he know who the niggas know who to fuck with.
He another one who I studied real hard, man. Not from a martial arts standpoint. I have a thing, and I like to say this, man, to all y'all who try to get in shape or young, old, or whatever. Whatever age you are at, you want to look at somebody who's 10 years your senior and in tip-top shape and see what they doing. Now, if you find 10 people like that you can follow their meal program or what they doing, working out and everything like that, you can create your own thing from within that realm. But by you going 10 years your senior, the stuff you doing now, you're not going to be able to do in 10 years. Not the same way. And some things you're doing now might hurt your joints, your bones, and everything, and might hold you back or create a situation. And the main goal is to be healthy and be able to fully function so you can handle these dogs, be with your children, all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I always suggest, man, hey, if you go and jump into the game and you don't know what you're doing, find some, even social media, find some people that are 10 years your senior in tip-top shape and see what they're doing, see what they're eating, because that's where you'll be at that time. But yeah.
Say that one more time, bro. That was big. I like that. Say that one more time. Bro.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people will look at what you do and be like, I want to do that, or I want to be like this, or this, and this, and this, and this, and that. Well, you got to tally in the size, the age, the motion of what you're doing and all of that.
Genetics, all that shit,
yeah, all of that stuff. So let's say I'm in my 30s or 40s and I'm like, you know what, I'm about to go get in shape. and I'm about to go look at, I don't know, some 23, 24, 25 year old doing their thing in the gym. They in tip top shape, where their metabolism isn't going to burn the same as yours. That's first
Right.
thing. They can get away with a lot more than you can get away with.
Yeah.
They might, and you will be surprised. I hate to stress it like this, but a lot of the youngsters still don't know their body, even though they're in tip top shape. So that means they could be putting a lot of toxins into their body, the wrong type of protein. They might be supplemented up and all of this other stuff. You're trying to follow their program because you want to look like how they look, and that's not a reality standpoint. If you look at, and you can be tip top, I mean, cut up. But at the same time, if you go follow somebody, I'll throw it out there like this. If you go follow somebody like Shannon Sharp, and you're in your 40s or fifth, and you're in your 40s, that would be somebody you can follow. It doesn't mean you have to follow their thing to a T, but just paying attention to it, seeing what they're doing and what they're not doing. Because I can tell you, as you start getting up in age, the jumping and the, all of that stuff, you can still do it, especially if you're lighter, but it's still gonna put that wear and tear on your joints. And the main focus that you want to do, no matter what shape you want to be in, is you still want to have all function and be able to move as you get older. So instead of looking at people your age or younger than you, always try to follow people that are 10 years your senior and go find the ones that are in tip top shape, and just look into their daily routine, their daily life, their daily food. I hate trying to tell people, hey, this is what you got to do. You got to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that to get in shape. No, you on your own journey. What works for me might not work for you. What worked for him might not work for you. You have to take the time to do your own research. Everybody always wants somebody to give them an answer. What am I supposed to do? Go this way. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Okay, go that way. But the thing is, I might be telling you directions to go the wrong way. That's just the way I know. You know what I'm saying? So in order for you to really understand your body, get the most out of it in the whole nine, you have to get on your own journey. That's with finances, that's with this physical, that's with everything. So you got to get on your journey, especially with this health, man. Start looking at people that are 10 years your senior. I don't care if you're 18 years old, you need to be looking at 28, 30-year-olds. What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of stuff that you're going to do in your teens, especially you highly sport active and all of that stuff, can be injury prone. Most of those injuries happen in your teens and 20s. So, and that stuff counts. But anyway, I'm getting long-winded with it. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. I got to bust a move, man. So we're gonna have to cut this show. But man, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Yeah, man.
It's a good one.
You know what it
is. Yeah, y'all tap in, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Tuning in, man. Listening to me talk my bullshit, man, every day. Hopefully y'all learned something, or at least got some entertainment out of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but yeah, man.
We laughed at your boy, man. Say he don't know nothing, man. That's cool too, shoot. You know what I'm saying? At least he's entertaining, Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all be here tomorrow, man. Bright and early, man. We're gonna be here waiting for you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. But you know what it is, man. We got a Digital Dog show coming up in a week and a half. That's not this weekend, next weekend. Due to the fact that Dre will be traveling cross country, man. He got some work to do. This ain't all the work that we do. We got other stuff going on. All of us got our own individual stuff. Speaking of, Mr. CEO got to get back to work. Yeah, man, we got that coming up next week. Be there. See if you can get one of those 3 free t-shirts and giving away. And the dog of the month get a free t-shirt. Not a free t-shirt, a earned t-shirt, man. And something's telling me, it's gonna be a black dog, man, because he pretty much dominated the whole month. But anyway, other than that, man, Mr. CEO, where can they find you at, bro?
Man, y'all already know, man. Pimps over Simps, man. Men at Work, Acidonia Worldwide, El Loco Marano, that's the music page,
Mm-hmm.
man. What I forget? Canada Live Collections, man. That's the clothing brand, man. All
Yeah.
platforms, man. Check me out, man. We working, bro. We working.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it, man. I'm glad y'all hung with us, man. And I'm telling y'all, man, y'all are therapy for me. Y'all are helping me. I hope I'm helping y'all, man. I'm just being 1,000, man. Y'all like, man, we people, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk your noise, man. But anyway, man, much love, man. You know, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, man, we just trying to make better people in our community, man. And
That's
me
it.
too. I'm trying to grow my dad. I'm trying to grow myself, man. I get checked all the time. But it is what it is, man. Yeah. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Showgun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Showgun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Showgun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.